Well, this video does not actually have a script, and before commenting, please listen to what I have to say. Then you guys can say anything you want in the comments. So, as I said, the video does not have any script. I do actually want to talk about a few things right here, right? Mainly about Pakistan. The first thing is people. The people of Pakistan are not really nice. All of these YouTubers and stuff like that are gonna be here for like a week and then they're gonna go back to their lives and get a following from Pakistan and do all of that. They're just here for a week. What do they know about people? Obviously, you are a tourist here, so if I meet you, right, I'm gonna be nice to you, obviously, because you are a tourist at the end of the day. And yes, there is hospitality to a certain point here, right? But at the end of the day, do you really think that the people are that nice here in Pakistan? Maybe because you are white. How many black YouTubers have you seen come to Pakistan and be like, people have treated me nicely? There aren't many, right? Or it is all of these like white people coming to Pakistan and being like, hey, we were in Pakistan and they were very nice to us. Pakistani people are like toxic as hell. Like that is from me being 26 years old, and I'm telling you guys this after 26 years of working with these people. These people are not nice. These people are toxic, right? And I'm gonna say it right here right now, all of these YouTubers, in my opinion, all of these YouTubers are actually being paid to come to Pakistan and actually make all of these videos, right? There's no way that a YouTuber with like 8 or 9 million subscribers is actually coming to Pakistan and he's like, oh, I had to risk my life to come to Pakistan. Even though I have 8 million followers, I still have to risk my life to come to Pakistan and explore the culture here, right? You wouldn't do that. Like there's no way you're doing that. And if you're doing that, then you are insane. And that's all I have to say about the people of Pakistan. They're not nice. They are toxic as hell. And they're only nice to you because you're white and you are a foreigner. I haven't seen a lot of like black YouTubers come to Pakistan and they're treated very well. They're not treated very well. That is why people do not like see their videos, or their videos do not go as viral as some white guy, right? Because at the end of the day, yeah, Pakistani people are like that. I'm gonna move to my next point now. So let's talk about the work culture here. The work culture here is even more toxic. Since the people are actually toxic, the work culture is also going to be toxic. I'm gonna tell you guys how toxic it is. If a Pakistani has some kind of power, it doesn't really care if he's a team lead or whatever. They will 100% abuse their power. Like that is how literally the thing goes, right? If as a Pakistani you are in a position of power, you will at the end of the day abuse your power to a certain point. That is just how the Pakistanis are actually built. And this is me being a Pakistani and saying these things about Pakistan. And this is not being like this is not me being rude or anything like that. This is the truth. This is how stuff actually works here. You want to get something done, you need a reference, right? You need a job, you need a reference. You're not going to be hired on your skills, but you are going to be hired on how many people you know in that specific company, or how many people do you know in general. That is how you will be hired. You will never be hired just because you have like all of these skills that is required for that job. That is how the work culture works here. If you do not have a job, and I have been when I was actually jobless for a month, right? I was jobless for a month, and I actually had to like call like 50 people, right? And then I got a job because I knew people. I knew how many people I actually had to call and how many people will actually help me to get a job, right? People were not hiring me based on my skills, even though I have like 5 years of experience in the industry that I work in, right? I have 5 years of experience, but people they will never like hire you based on skills. They will hire you in terms of how many people you know. And if they even hire you based on your skills, they are going to be like, hey, we are going to pay you this amount. That is not even going to be worth it. So yeah, that's the work culture right here. All right, now let me talk about the internet. The internet is the worst here in Pakistan. There are actually, I think so, there are firewalls here in Pakistan which will not let you access a few things. Or if you say something on the internet that the government doesn't like, they will pick you up from your house and they will treat you very nicely. And that's like basically the internet here in Pakistan. You are not allowed to say stuff on the internet. If you do, then you'll be picked up from your house and you will be given 5-star service. And that is how actually the internet works here in Pakistan. The internet speed is like up to like 50 MBs, right? which is a joke. It's a joke of a speed, right? If you go to anywhere, like my friend is actually living nowadays in Spain, right? And his Wi-Fi goes up to 600 MB every single day. When I whenever I game, right, I log into game, my ping is like 100. That is how bad the internet here is in Pakistan. There are no gaming servers in Pakistan. Yeah, there's the PUBG mobile server in Pakistan, which is like really great. But what about expanding the network, right? What about getting the real games in Pakistan? Because like not everybody plays a PUBG mobile. I play Counter Strike, right? If I play Counter Strike and the server is in Europe, I'm gonna have 150 ping, right? If we had one server here in Pakistan, my ping would be like, I don't know, 15 or 20, and that is something. Like that is a huge improvement. But nobody actually wants to invest in Pakistan because of PTA, which is Pakistan Telecommunication Authority. I was a professional gamer back in 2017. I was playing in Mountain Dew Arena in a CSGO tournament, but PTA, they actually shut them down back in 2017 because I do not know what the reason was. But at the end of the day, if they were still here in Pakistan, we would have actually, the economy would have been better. It wouldn't have been like the nicest, but it would have been like better than usual, right? And that is basically the whole internet here in Pakistan. You do not get internet. Even if you do actually get internet, it is going to be hella slow, and you cannot game here in Pakistan because then again your ping is going to be over 50 or 60, right? And that's basically the main reason like I was never a professional gamer. If we actually had great internet, if there were like servers here in Pakistan, if companies were investing, then yes, I would be a professional gamer by now. But at the end of the day, I was not a professional gamer. Why? Because nobody wants to invest in Pakistan because of how difficult they make things here in Pakistan. Now let me talk about the daily life, and this is like really funny to me because you do not have a life in Pakistan. Like it's like if you're rich and you have some connections in Pakistan, then yes, you're the king of Pakistan. Pakistan is literally a gangster's paradise. That is what Pakistan is. There's nothing else to say about the daily life. There was robbery in your house, there was a home invasion, yeah, good luck getting an FIR with the cops, right? It's just like that. They wouldn't even register your FIR and stuff like that. There are a lot of cases that I can mention here, but then again, I'm not going to mention those cases because that would put those people in line of fire, right? At the end of the day, the daily life is like really bad. It's just kind of like, if you're born in Pakistan, you are born with a disability that will never go away. That's how daily life is in Pakistan. Now, I have already spoken about this, jobs. I have already spoken about this, how bad the situation is. There is no law in Pakistan regarding this because I was terminated from my job the first time, and it wasn't lawful, right? Like they were supposed to tell me a month in advance that we are going to like let you go and you have a month to get your things ready and move on, but they never did because there is literally no law in Pakistan, right? When there's no law in Pakistan, then the people that are in power actually will abuse their power, and that is actually what happened to me. Basically, I was in the office, I was working, I was a great employee, but at the end of the day, I was an employee. And since I worked there for 3 years, I did actually realize that when they fired me, like in a day, it wasn't even in a day, I think so, it was like 3 or 4 hours, right? That is how bad situation is here in Pakistan. If you do not get well with the management, or if you do not get well with your superiors or the people in power here in Pakistan, then you will be fired from your job no matter how much time you have spent with the company, right? You could have spent like 10 years, but if you do not have like the cheesy skills of being like of pampering everybody, then yes, you will be fired. Okay, you guys might hear some dogs barking in the background, but if you guys do, there's nothing I can do about it. Like, yeah, they're just barking. I cannot like do anything about it. So now let's talk about the reference situation. As I said, if you need a job, you need a reference. If you need to go to the hospital, to a good hospital, you need a reference. If you need a surgery, you need a reference. Basically, if you do not know people here in Pakistan, you are completely fucked by the government, and that's how the things are. If you need anything done in this country, then you need a reference. That's how it is. If you do not have a reference, then you will be thrown in the departments left and right, and nobody will actually listen to you. And I cannot even record a video because the dogs are barking too much. Bro, shut up. So all of these YouTubers that you guys hear being in Pakistan and they are going around and they are safe and stuff like this and that. Yes, the Pakistani people are nice to them for the reasons that I did actually mention like 50 times in this video. But then again, if you are being paid by the government, you wouldn't say that you're being paid by the government, and you would actually make the video that actually makes the country actually look good, right? And that is how actually the things work. I do not know what's gonna happen, but at the end of the day, this is the truth. This is what the reality of Pakistan is. If you guys do not trust me, then I do not know what else to say. If you do not trust a guy who's like been in a country for like 25 years, then I think so you are so brainwashed at this moment that you will not trust anything else. Yes, so this is it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and you guys have a great day. Goodbye.